Welcome back to day 21 of living in a new house. We started off today with trying to make some plans and decisions for the weekend because we've got plenty of time ahead of us to do things. And what I really wanted to start doing was having a go at the wall in the bathroom. What I've just done is have a look at the radiator, and if you look at the radiator down here, what you'll see is we've got two isolation valves on this side, which the plumber said shouldn't even be there in reality. And then we've got two isolation valves here. What I think I can do then is actually we'll isolate off the bottom here, maybe isolate off the top, and I've actually got a bit of decision. I can either drop, because it's isolated in 4 places, just lose the bit of water in the pipe there and take the rad off with the water and drain it outside. Or I can undo the valves at the top and actually drain the water out the radiator in situ. Now I didn't just hop online just to have a look at a few bits on how to the best way to do it. There's a guy online that was like, oh, you just put a bag around the bottom of the pipe and it looked quite a neat way of doing it. But what I actually found really freaky was in that video, the guy that did the video, he had exactly the same carpet, that horrible green carpet that we've got downstairs. He had exactly the same horrible wallpaper that we had downstairs and exactly the same skirting board. And weirdly, he even had exactly the same strong rubble bags, which is a bit of an odd one, as we've got. So basically got everything there. The problem is at the moment is I am missing pipe wrenches and stuff like that. And it's about 8 o'clock at night, so I'm not going to be able to get those tonight to drop it off. And I think what the best strategy is actually let's just try and blitz and finish the rest of the living room, because we've only got those, well, we've got half the coat, well, 2/3 of the coving left to do, and we've got those wall around the window strip and the wall on the back wall by the stairs rod strip. So I think tonight we're going to go through and try and blitz through all of that, just get it done, and then tomorrow we are go for wall in bathroom. I think is going to be the best strategy. We've had a good clean up of the living area just to get rid of the paper, the junk, the bits, the bags. We've moved all of that out into the garage just to give ourselves a little bit more working room. We're going to go for this back edge first, but I am going to jump a time-lapse mode, but what I am worried about is obviously this section we looked at before, this plaster is really, really weak. So I pretty much suspect as soon as I hit that with the bottom of the chisel, it's going to knock it out. So I may drop out of time-lapse mode when I get into that section so you can witness the carnage, but I'm pretty sure that's just going to disintegrate on the back wall. But anyway, let's get to it. Exactly as expected, that plaster, it looks like they've plastered it straight onto the wall. It's not even board. It's just absolutely crumbled to absolute kingdom come, and yeah, it's not great. So to be honest, I mean, if you look at this, it's all still cracked here and here and here. I'm probably gonna have to strip that whole edge completely back to brickwork and see what we can do to patch that up, which isn't great, but we're probably going to have to go and do some more research to figure out the best way to handle that, because it's not ideal. But that's the worst bit done at least, so at least we can get onto the hopefully cleaner walls, which shouldn't do as much damage. Actually, 2 added bits of information. There's actually wall plugs in the wall up there. So they obviously mounted something up there previously, maybe an old curtain rail or something like that really high up the wall, so that probably hasn't helped the situation. And if you look here, the plaster is actually like ribbed. That's the best way to do it. There you go. You'll see it better there. It's like ribbed underneath, and it's not actually in the look at the gaps, which is where the worst of the cracking was. It looks like they just sort of somehow just skimmed loosely over the top of it without filling the void, which is why it's just all cracked underneath. So yeah, what a mess. that was an absolute slog. But we have now completely decoved the entire room. We had very much the same issue at this stage, so this area up here actually wasn't too bad stripping off, but again, as soon as we got under the window where it's straight onto blockwork, it just started ripping away, and you can see like there's all cavities in the back of the plaster there and cracks all here as well, so there's some work that's needed. You can also see they've got all the wall plugs as well, so same sort of issue, they must have had curtains up there back in the day. But it's done. That's the main thing. It's about 10 o'clock at night, so I'm sure my neighbours are going to be really, really grateful for all the banging stopping. But yeah, we'll going to grab some food now, and then I think we're going to get back to steaming again and carry on with progress while we can. We've made it this far with the steaming, and as you can see, there's been some more discoveries. So this used to be open staircase, and they had this extra stone wall put in for privacy. And as you can see, they didn't put the wash layer underneath it. What I'm finding is that's massively slowing down the steaming because the backing paper is actually sticking to the wall a little bit better, and it's making it more difficult to peel. So we will have to wash coat this eventually. What we've also found is that occasionally when I've been sitting here late at night in the house cooling down, you get like creaks from this wall, and I was hearing like cracks effectively, and I'm hearing it now as I'm steaming this. You get like the occasional pop and stuff, so I'm not sure how they've like jammed these boards in, but they might be a little bit too snug to fit anyway. What we've also discovered is the boards in this corner and in the top corner up here aren't fitted so hot anyway. So because we're going to have the LED coving actually running all the way around the outside of this room, we're going to have to probably chop those bits of board out and put some fresh in just so it looks all neat and tidy. So yeah, more to do. Steam is currently out of water, so I've got to let it rest for a few minutes, and then we'll top it back up, and then we'll at least get this side of the wall finished, but we probably won't do the window side at the moment because that's just going to get too fiddly, and I don't know what time it is at the moment, but it's there you go, it's midnight already, so it's probably going to be well past 1 in the morning by the time I've done this, so we'll probably have to just leave that bit till tomorrow. But we've nearly hit the objective of completing downstairs. We've had a major push, which has been good, and at least frees up tomorrow to do some more destruction upstairs. There we go, the whole wall's finally done. It's 20 to 2 in the morning, so we're probably going to call it there for today. One of the things I have also noticed as well is obviously there's this little strip of paper just down the corner here. I'm going to leave that in situ for the time because I can't really steam it out. But the plan is at the moment, this isn't actually confirmed yet, we're still having an eye about it, but what I may actually do is put battening right the way across this ball with like LED lights in as well. Idea being is that I can hide that cupboard inside the battening and put the battening over the door effectively to hide it, so that framing and everything may come off, which will allow me to get rid of that bit of paper in the corner. But yeah, it's very late, it's probably been a very time-lapse heavy episode, but we've made some absolutely stonking progress, which is good, and we're running into the weekend as well, so hopefully we can get up and do some bits there, so we'll have a gentle start in the morning just to recuperate a little bit of energy. But yeah, I'm very happy with the progress, and I will catch you all tomorrow.